feel like we're both a bit sleepy right now because I was a bit of an idiot and went out until 3 a.m. last night on a school night, which was a bit dumb. But this is giving me energy, being back here, talking footy, talking all things footy, and feeling good. And you're just knackered because you're a little workaholic at the moment. We need the energy up right now. We need the energy up.
You want to shake it out, son?
Say what? Pause.
That's not a pause.
Nah, pause. What is good? No, shake it out.
Shake it out.
What do you mean shake it out?
God.
Okay, yeah, no. So you give me shit for all the pauses, and now what's going on with that? Telling me to shake it out 20 seconds into a pod. Jesus Christ, mate! I was giving you a compliment as well. Oh, you're so happy you're here after a long day of work.
Yeah, where's my bag?
One thing I am happy about.
That's a pause.
One thing that's made me happy this weekend is the playoff final. I had a nice little. I was out because I was pretty much hungover every day this bank holiday weekend. I just watched like pretty much every playoff final game.
To be fair, I actually watched the Wimbledon one.
Oh, I didn't actually watch that one.
Yeah.
Who was in the League 2 one?
Wimbledon Warsaw.
Who won?
Wimbledon 1-0.
Nice.
They won every game 1-0 in the playoffs.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. So I say, what day was that? Monday?
Sunday.
No, Sunday was League 1.
Okay, Monday then.
Yeah, it must be Monday.
It's weird because I think today's Monday, but it's not.
Yeah, same.
So
it's Tuesday. We're moving like Craig David right now. Go
on, start singing.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, then Thursday and Friday and Saturday, and then people start listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
I watched. Who was in the League 1 one? Oh Jesus, this can do my head in. Charlton Orient, and the Orient keeper made a little mistake.
That's a big London derby, you know.
Yeah, I've got a real soft spot for them both. I got a soft spot because we did like a 2 left feet video at Charlton, and then Orient. I'm just like, they've never been a big team. They're like a big club that I've always loved, but they've never like made it to the. I don't think they've ever been in top flight.
I think they're a big club.
No, big club's not the word, but historic club. Like, I don't know. I just got so. They've been founded since the 1800s. Never made the top flight.
Is it?
Yeah, they've been around for years. If you go around their ground, yeah, I'm pretty sure their ground's like one of the oldest in the country.
One of my colleagues lives in the ground.
Oh, with those views, yeah, that's sick.
Like, I thought she went to a game, a couple of games. I was like, oh yeah, you go to a few
Orient games.
She's like, no, like my living room is just literally just part of this.
Part of the yeah. Oh, here we go. 1937.
It's pretty late, no?
Yeah, it's still pretty late. Yeah, before the Second World War. Yeah, Orient have been going since 1881, and they've never really made the top flight or anything. So I'm always like, it's always the game where you're like, I want to watch a football match today, but I don't know who I want to watch. So you just go and watch Orient. It's like people in South London who go and watch Wimbledon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or actually, mine growing up was Barnet. But yeah, no. Charlton scored a free kick, and the keeper had a howler. It was really like, it wasn't like a howler, but it's like he, you know, like how the wall sets up. Like, he'd set up the wall really well. Well, not even really well, but you know, the wall sits one side for the keeper, so you have to hit it over the wall. Yeah, everyone knows this, or you hit it to the side where the keeper's standing. The geezer curved it around the wall, so he didn't hit it to the goalkeeper's direction. The wall was set up so badly, it just went round the wall. I can't really describe it really well. And I was like, firstly, that's a terrible wall. Secondly, it didn't even go anywhere near the corner. And the keeps, he's a young lad. He's on loan from Tottenham. He's like 22. I was just like, and he won them the game in the semi-final in the shootout. I was just like, bro, that's brutal. But then I did think, like, I remember seeing David Raya make a mistake in the Champions. He cost Brentford promotion. Do you remember that? Joe Bryan whipped in a free kick.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, that's David Ryan goal. Yeah, and
he's off his line all the time.
Yeah. And Joe Bryan caught him out. I remember that was a really good. I think it was
Fulham?
Yeah, Fulham. It's when Fulham went up. That was really good. What do you think of the Championship playoff final? Did you watch it?
No, I actually didn't manage to catch that one.
Oh. It's so good.
I think I watched the last 5 minutes.
It's
Actually,
becoming.
no, I didn't watch it. I had a football thing.
Fair. It's slowly becoming like one of my favourite things to watch. The playoff finals.
Really? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
competitive, man.
it's
a lot
always
on the
like,
line.
I've never really seen a bad playoff final game. But with that, I'm so happy Sunderland got promoted. I could not.
I think
do
everybody was rooting for.
Yeah,
Sunderland.
yeah. I just couldn't do another season of Sheffield United. I just could not do it to myself. Because now look,
I thought it'd be one of the teams that you love.
Nah, well, what's this 60,000? It's a big club, historic club. It's got a great history.
And every club is big in this story.
Yeah.
To this guy, any British club, I can mention Wycombe Wanderers. Oh, fucking hell!
Actually, that's one. That's one. I wouldn't. That's actually one. I wouldn't. That's actually. I get a bit. Jacob Horsfall's going to be annoyed at me, but I don't like a Burnley in the Prem. I know that sounds. I'm going to get absolutely slated. I'm not. I don't know. I don't mind a Burnley. It's like
Leeds.
I don't want
to.
a ball.
Sunderland is like kind of Premier League heritage.
Do you think Burnley's Premier League heritage? Because
Sean Dyche, obviously not like Barclays, but like modern era. Sean Dyche was keeping them up.
Yeah, modern
and
era.
Like, people hated Sean Dyche.
No, but when I think of like the Prem, and this is going to go down very badly, I'm thinking of like Blackburn, Morton Gumps, Pedeston. I'm thinking of Stoke,
Portsmouth.
Yes, yeah, Portsmouth. Yeah, like I still see Portsmouth as like a Premier, even the Birmingham.
But this is a good balance. This is like a good balance of like past 10 years Prem, and you got Leeds, kind of a bit of both, and now you got Sunderland, who have been back in time, and you got a Tyne-Wear derby now.
Yeah, I was just looking through it. I think that's why I'm enjoying it, because like got obviously Arsenal, Spurs, Villa. Oh no, you haven't got. Oh, we still got Wolves, but that's not really a derby. Brentford hate QPR, so that's not really a derby. But you got Brighton, Palace, Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, Fulham, Palace, Brighton. I think I just did that. Liverpool, Everton. United, everyone. Liverpool, United, Newcastle, Sunderland.
Everyone.
There's quite a few. I'd say the only one that's different is Forest, Leicester, and that's not really a great derby. That's going to go down well as well. But yeah, I think
it's not a good derby, man.
I think as much as we said this season's Premier League season was boring, or I said it rather, I think next season will be good. I've got a feeling. I'm really happy, and I absolutely love Luke O'Nien at Sunderland. He's the funniest guy in the world, I think. Have you seen Luke O'Nien compilations?
Not his compilation. I've seen his interview after they beat who they beat in the semis. They scored that Coventry. They scored that header in the last second.
Was it Luke O'Nien that scored it?
No, his centre-back partnership. But
it's Ballard.
Yeah,
ex-Arsenal.
Yeah.
Luke O'Nien's bonkers. He's like, some guys get coming up to him, and he just kissed him. I promise you.
Damn.
He's a fucking
Find
nutter.
him a week's wages.
He's a fucking nutter. He like piggybacks people and stuff like that. Look, I'll show you. I'll see if I can get it up. He's absolutely bonkers.
He's the captain, right?
Yeah. He's absolutely bonkers, but also like one of the nicest guys, isn't it? All right, I'm playing.
How many points do you reckon?
How I get. He is monk. Yeah, just for context of people listening. He like piggybacks people. He's the biggest wind-up merchant in the whole thing. So he will be must-see TV next season. I can see him being an absolute.
Oh, you think he'll start?
Probably not start, but if he's captain, so he's not going to get sold. I'd be very surprised if he got sold. He's like a personality in the dressing room you kind of need. But honestly, I promise you, Luke O'Nien next season will be must-see TV. That's my first prediction of the season. Have you got any like bold predictions for the season coming up? I was watching Sky Sports yesterday.
Too early, bro.
No. Come on, we've got to do one.
What do you mean, like bold predictions? Like what? What's your bold prediction?
So Specs was asking Carragher on Sky Sports, do you have like a bold claim for next season? And Carragher I nearly said Carragher. I nearly said the Irish. Carragher was like, I think, and you'll like this, whatever striker Arsenal sign, he won't perform well and will end up benched halfway through the season. Do you agree with that claim?
It's not. I don't think that's the craziest thing. A lot of strikers get signed and then
I'm not buzzing off this Gykores.
who you buzzing off?
I'm not buzzing off a lot of strikers, to be honest. It's a real rarity at the moment. Like, I look at Sesko, so I was listening to Arscast, and
Both of them.
yeah, well, it's Arsblog, and then the podcast is called Arscast, same thing. And James McNicholas, who writes for The Athletic, was saying that someone quite high up was telling them that Benjamin Sesko will become the best number 9 in the world, like a top figure in the game. So
I agree.
Do you think?
I told you about Sesko, when from
the Matt P podcast.
Yeah, like Sesko, I think he's got everything. He's just a bit raw right now. He's a bit raw, but you need to sign a player. His numbers aren't crazy. I think this season he scored 13 goals in the league. Season before he scored 18, but it's got signed for 50, 60 million, and he scored 6 goals in the league before he got signed.
Seriously?
Yeah, in 35
yeah,
games.
but then he also showed potential in the Euros where he was performing really well. Like, you could still see something. Well, I suppose that's what you're saying about Sesko. He's showing something still.
He was in the Euros as well. He did miss a couple blunders. Don't get me wrong. He's not the most deadly of finishers, but he's very instinctive.
Yeah, well, it complements your point.
But sorry
yeah,
to interrupt.
No, you're fine, mate. I always interrupt you.
Yeah, that's true.
Gykores, I know I'm going to be proven so wrong when I say this. I don't think he'll be a flop or anything. I think he'll do well, but I just don't think he'll do as well as people think. There's just something to me that he's, when people start talking about him, don't get me wrong, he's got an insane record, but I don't know what the stat is, but this season he scored loads of penalties.
Yeah, but he still scored 25 goals plus. Have you seen his penalties, by the way?
Not really.
Disgusting.
Really?
Just smashes it into the side
Really?
net. He's against
fucking hell, actually. 39 goals in 33 matches in the league is insane.
How many assists?
7. Yeah. He's got what's that? 46 goal contributions in 33 matches. Okay. I know I'm giving him shit about who he's scoring against, but that is ridiculous.
The thing is, against Benfica, they played him in the cup, and they're 1-0 down, I believe, or 1 goal down.
Yeah.
110th minute, they get a penalty. 100 and something crazy. 10 minutes ahead of time, get a penalty. This guy steps up and smashes it into the top.
Really? Does not care. Does not care.
Bro, and he runs, man. He fucking runs. The thing is, if you want to win now,
yeah,
you get Gykores because he's probably the more polished finisher. But he's obviously not the profile that you want. If you want to have the player with the highest ceiling and build for the future, you get Sesko.
Yeah, but I feel like the problem is that Arteta really needs to win something this season, so I think he has to go for Gykores, as you're saying.
It is the thing is, Sesko excites me more because he suits our play style a bit more. He scores different types of goals. He scores long range. He's in the box. He wins flick-ons. He holds the ball up well. Gykores, all his goals are kind of running down the wing, shifting it, bottom corner. He's kind of running. He's never really within the width of the goal. He's kind of running on the outside of the centre back and rifling a finish or doing a swivel, and he's never a ball into the box and he's finishing. He's never a one-on-one kind of. He's never in the width of the goal, which is kind of what we need from a player, because we've had so many players that have done similar sort of things and they don't score enough goals because they're not in the fucking box. He's not going to get the space that he does in the Portuguese league, so I'm just worried.
What, he's not very foxy in the boxy kind of thing?
Nah, he's more of just an engine and moves around. He's got good movement, good finishing. I'd love him, and I think he would score at least 20 goals.
Would that not suit Arsenal though? Because with the way that the reason why Havertz clearly suits the system so well is because he's such a fluid player. He'll do that job as an 8, even if he's a striker. He can be a poacher. I've seen some of his goals, even against a goal against Chelsea comes to mind. Or was it Chelsea? There's one where he missed a howler in a game. I forgot who it was against this season. And then later on in the game, I think it was for the 4th goal or something, he cut in and just whipped it bottom bins from the right. Basically saying he's a very fluid player. He can do a bit of everything. Which is why no one really knows what position he is, even though he's a 9 now. So you're basically saying Sesko couldn't do more?
Sesko is just raw, but I feel like his ceiling can definitely make him one of the top 3 strikers. But I don't think Gykores is going to be a top 3 striker
In the league?
In the world.
No.
But Sesko's like got everything. Got like...
Yeah. But if you're saying that like Gykores is everywhere, would that not suit Arsenal still?
I'm not saying... Like, he links up well. He's more polished now. He's used to contact from playing in the Championship. But like it doesn't really excite me, but he's definitely probably the best finisher on the market that you can find.
Yeah, I was talking about it today in the office. I was actually with a business meeting I had today. It went really well. Clear. I won't say who it was with, but it was for work, and I was getting told the presentation. We're just talking about Arsenal strikers. Yeah, no, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Can you remember a time where there was such a rarity? Do you know what? I'm going to say it again, though. I would take Mateta. I really would take Mateta at Arsenal. I was so impressed with him when I saw him live. I was so impressed with him in the FA Cup final. I just think he would give us something different. And I think he's got a bit of everything as well.
So he's your number 1 target?
No. I'm just saying he would be up there as an option.
Top 3?
Do you know what? Yeah. Watkins is aging. Don't really want Watkins now.
Oh, you don't want Watkins now?
No.
Oh. How times have changed.
No, at the time, we could have really done with Watkins.
Yeah, we could have done with Mateta, Watkins. We could have done with fucking anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, on that note, we need to talk about that Villa United game, by the way. Fucking mental. You're loving it. But I don't know. I really think Mateta's a shout. And I just think we don't give him credit because he's playing for Crystal Palace. And
he gets credit, man. People know he's a good striker, but like, we're trying to win leagues here.
He's won an FA Cup. He's won more than us in the last 5 years.
Yeah, well, he hasn't won an FA Cup as well 5 years ago.
He's part of a winning team, Sheiks. We're not a winning team right now.
Bro, just because you win a cup doesn't mean you're a big club now. Doesn't mean
you're telling me he wouldn't see it as well. The amount of crosses I've seen us put in the box this season.
He's a good player. Like I wouldn't be like, but I'd be disappointed if we signed him, bro.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be disappointed.
I wouldn't. Depends on the money.
What, 40 mil?
Oh, I'd be buzzing with that.
40 mil for Mateta?
Yeah.
How old is he?
About our age, I think. Or maybe a bit older. Or is he younger? I get really scared now with footballers' ages because we should be in our prime right now. And I can't even hack a 3 a.m. night out. He's a year above us, 27. He's turning 28. So he'll be 28 for the season. I don't know. I'm just. Is it because I've stopped playing FIFA that I don't know any strikers anymore? Do you reckon that's it? I think it might be.
There's a lot of strikers on the market this year.
Yeah.
There's good strikers out there. He's Sorloth is banging goals in Atletico.
Yeah, he's a good player.
You know,
feels like the big striker is kind of back.
Yeah, big
striker. Yeah, that's the trend
big,
right now.
Big, quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Who would you? So you would sign Gykores just for the?
I think Gykores is more of a guarantee of win now. I think Sesko is more of a guy like.
But you're worried that Gykores isn't in the box enough and he does too much.
I'm just worried about how he's definitely not obviously gonna be as lethal in the Premier League. You know,
it's just the way it is. Shout out Tupac. He was playing in League One player final. Tupac. Cool. Yeah.
Man.
Context. You need to go back to our chart and video to work that one out. Sorry, it's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want, but just bring me one, man. Just bring me one.
Yeah.
Bring me one of them.
Fair.
Any one of them, I'll be happy.
Bring
me a fucking Leao, Rodrigo, or Nico Williams.
I would love a bloody Rodrigo. I would love a Rodrigo, cheeks. Oh my days! I really rate. I don't think he gets enough respect because he's in that Real Madrid team. The amount
The price tag he'll come for though,
Do you think?
the demand, yeah, it would be 100 mil. Like,
I think he's so good.
it's
Every time I've seen him, not every time he's bailed them out, but a lot of times he comes in clutch for them, and I feel bad. I think that's part of the reason why Real Madrid are doing bad. They've got the Galacticos curse that PSG have had for the past 10 years. Whenever a team tries to fit Mbappe in, they do bad. But I don't know. There's no balance in that team. Hopefully, XAVI Alonso will fix that.
I don't know.
Is it? But it was like you were saying, like, you know, when we were analysing the Arsenal game, it's just like they're putting in crosses, but to who? Mbappe's not like a like
Usually Bellingham
big
was in there
nine.
last year, but I think he's changed his role a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, Real Madrid. There's no real balance in that team right now, and I think when Rodrigo is playing, would he play up with Vinny as a two? He would under Ancelotti, wouldn't he?
Last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
like
a
them
4-1
too. Yeah. And I suppose the argument of that is they're not exactly big players, but I don't know. It just worked a lot better than with Mbappe and Vinicius. But yeah, man, I think Rodrigo's brilliant. I think he's techie, he's pacey. I think he's like a better version of Trossard, which is what we need. I think in tight spaces he's quality. I think he's rapid. I don't think he gets enough respect because of the players around him. I really
100%.
don't.
He's probably, yeah, he's a magic man. Like, but it's kind of like, you know, quality is quality. You're gonna thrive in any team. But I do really think that we need an outlet, someone that's gonna run in behind a lot more and make those selfless runs, spread the play a little bit. But I think if you bring Rodrigo, that might happen a bit less. But then again,
No, I don't know.
Quality is quality.
He seems like an absolute workhorse.
No, but I mean, like, in terms of running beyond and not wanting the ball to feet and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. He seems like the thing I like about him is every time I've seen him playing in a team full of stars, he's been quite selfless.
Yeah, but then he comes here, he becomes a star.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that work before. Sanchez, he wanted to be the star. He wasn't the star at Barcelona, so that's why he came to Arsenal, and it worked.
Yeah, Sanchez was amazing.
But yeah, what is it about Rodrigo that kind of makes him stand out to you?
I think probably winning mentality. You know, South Americans just have that guile, that dog in them. It's different than Europeans. I say it, but it's just different. I don't know. Bring a bit of flair, magic. You can't really guess what they're gonna do. Ingenuity. I don't know. I think Rodrigo will be very exciting.
Yeah.
Be very exciting, but like I said, any three of those guys, I'll be content. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Get them out. Because look at Liverpool. Like, Liverpool already
We need to
plugged
talk about that
all the
first.
gaps. They plugged all the gaps already. Like, within the season's finished. What, Sunday? They already signed a right back. Signed one of the up and coming left backs in the league. Premier League experience. Signed one of the best young talents in the world.
They really scare me.
I think.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to get striker as well.
Yeah, so with this Vert still with Liverpool, as you say, that is fair play. Because I would love Arsenal to fucking do that. I look at that Liverpool team already and it scares me.
Where are you playing Wirtz on the left?
Well, will Salah start to fade next season, even with that contract extension? He is getting on. I don't know, though. I feel like this guy's going to play till 40. Well, is Jota going? Jota's had a lot of injury problems this season.
I think Nunes will go.
Yeah. So that looks like a direct... That's good business, and you'll get good business. How has he run down his contract or not?
They definitely hasn't signed a new one, but it's probably got 2 years.
Yeah. Probably get
Diaz, talk of Diaz leaving.
Really? Why?
I think Barcelona or someone.
I can see that. But yeah, Verts is a brilliant signing. I think the one that's really gone under the radar is the Gykores one. I think he's just gone under the radar, full stop. You know, when we were doing the segment before, when we were like players going under the radar, every time I've seen this guy play, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Techie, strong, fast, brute. Just fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good, man. Good deliveries as well into the box.
What have you thought of him this season? Just
Top 3 left backs. I think him, Gykores, Anthony Robinson. But I think he, out of all of them, is one of those players that actually has a technical ability to make certain things happen. I think that's what it is, because more often than not, Liverpool are going to have the ball. So it makes him more of a scary threat when they're attacking you, and they have all these options from left back, right back.
Do you think maybe this is my bold claim for next season already? I can not only see Liverpool win the league, but I can see them dominating it based on the business so far. But that's only because I haven't seen what other teams have done. I feel like City are in a rebuild. They'll come back and have a better season, but I don't think they'll be as they're in a rebuild, full stop. So I don't think things are going to happen like that with them. But I don't know. I just got a bad feeling about how good Liverpool are going to be.
There's a lot of twists and turns that can happen.
One thing about the trophy parade and Liverpool winning the league was I really enjoyed seeing like Trent get a clap. Yeah. I thought it was good to get a clap. What? Yeah, we all love getting a clap. And
God forbid.
No, it was nice seeing him get a good reception, but I was talking to someone today when I was out, and I was saying he was saying that he thinks it was just like not to dampen the mood of the day, and that's the only reason why he got like applauded. Do you agree with that?
I get it. Like I said, I think I'm glad that he's got the reception. I'm glad, they put maybe their feelings to the side and that they all celebrated Liverpool that day. He even changed the game when he came on at half time. He got a cheer then, got a cheer after. He was crying. I just loved what Klopp said before the game. I think he was interviewed about what he thought, and he was shocked, dismayed, saddened by Liverpool's reaction. He said that the reaction wasn't them, wasn't like Liverpool. Liverpool quite protective of their players, quite close to their players, and so it's weird to see them booing or hounding a player.
Didn't he say he turned off the TV as well?
Yeah, he turned it off. He couldn't watch any more of he didn't watch the game. When he got booed, I can't remember what the game was, but yeah, I think he was just like, the guy's given so much. Yeah. He's a boyhood guy. He's worked so hard. He's given them moments. He's a fan. But
I just can't wrap my head around I just can't wrap my head around it. I really try and understand.
You look at the rebuild that went on in Liverpool with the Coutinho money.
I get it, but look, they've already signed.
That still has had a huge effect on Liverpool to this day. Having Van Dijk and Alisson and all the other signings they made, they spent that money brilliantly.
Yeah, they did. But in the same breath, I think Liverpool are as you said before in the last podcast, they didn't really spend much money last year. So in regards to FFP, they're not really going to be in a bad situation. Don't get me wrong, the Trent money would have helped, but it's not like they still won't be able to rebuild.
Yeah, look, they already probably spent 200 million this window.
Yeah. So does it really have that much of an effect?
No,
I don't know. I'm sure I'll get taught on a new one by someone who specialises in contract negotiations and cost-wise, but they've replaced them. You've got Conor Bradley. I think Bradley's very underrated. Gykores, brilliant. Got two new defenders and one that's going to get a bit more game time now. I see it as a win-win. Well, not a win-win, but I don't see it as a terrible situation. And obviously you've got the Vert still. But yeah, in regards to Trent, since you touched on it, it is, as much as I'm a Gooner, as much as I'm an Arsenal fan and I don't want him to do well against us, I am really gonna miss like the technical ability on show, like the way that guy struck a ball. I'm talking like he's gone, but he's not. But the way the guy hit things so cleanly. No, I knew I was going there as well. I knew I was going there.
Double.
Yeah, the way you love pregnant women. I didn't say that.
Stop saving chat.
No, the way he, I don't know. It's just his technical ability. The clip that comes to mind, and I know it wasn't for Liverpool, was that first time ball over to Saka. Just to play that blindly, knowing that I'm going to play that and get that directly on the spot where Saka's going to take a touch inside and be able to volley it. Like, don't get me wrong, Saka's still got to do that, but to put him in a situation where Saka can display his ability and skill, it's just phenomenal. It's like the short corner. He is the poster boy for Predators. Like, that's the best way I can put it. Like, oh no. I didn't even clock that one. I'm really trying to be nice here, but it's just not. It's not going well. When he hit a football, it looked like a perfect painting. That's a good way to put it.
Poetic.
You were doing a little paintbrush one. Okay. What's your poetic line about Trent? He hit it cleanly, and he's a predator.
Oh, Trent, man. No, he's given us so many memories and countless pieces of brilliance. But like I've always said, I think he's basically the best right back to ever play in the Premier League.
Strong.
It's strong. Like I've seen right backs, jockey and keep world class players quiet, but maybe I'm a attack minded player. It doesn't really excite me, but I've never seen defenders do what he does, create as many chances as he does, progress the ball like he does, turn defense into attack like he does. He's got his limitations, but technically you can say some of the best outright defenders have their limitations of passing out from the back or doing create. You know what I mean? But then football's what you do with the ball. That's praised more than anything else, innit? I think Trent's got that, and Trent lives by that.
Well, and I think the thing with Trent is, in a day and age where we talk about football being robotic and standard, like structural, and it's about the team. Which is good in many ways, but it's robotic. It's structured. There's no real flair. There's no Joga Bonito. And I'm not saying Trent had a bit of Joga Bonito in him. He wasn't moving like a Brazilian, but he was unique. Trent is Trent. Do you know what I mean? Before him, can you really think of a player that's like him? People will be comparing future right backs to Trent. Like, he created not a position, but a way to play that position, and displayed some of the best technical ability I've ever seen in the league. So, just fair play.
Like he's dying or retiring.
Yeah. I know, but it's nice seeing when Trent hit a ball, it was like, that's what I'm saying. Like it was like a perfect picture. It sounds cheesy. Fuck it. I like football.
Yeah, but you're like, it's perfect picture. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. But I think there's gonna be games where like I'm watching it as a neutral and the 12:30 Liverpool's on the early kickoff, and I'm like, I like watching him play football. Maybe it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk about, even though this will probably be out way later, Villa have missed out on top 4, and ref. Bad. You can't be doing that, mate. Can't be doing that.
You know what? You'll have to see it.
Nah, I don't mind Villa. Villa, all right. But I was listening to I saw like Ben Foster, a clip of Ben Foster saying something. It's crazy how football can work, because if that goes in their favour, they draw that game, they get Champions League. The trajectory that they're on just helps it even more. They've been able to lure players like Asensio and Rashford in because of Champions League football this year. That could really stagnate them. Like Ben Foster was saying, does Emery stay after that? Don't necessarily know now. Martinez was kind of on the edge of leaving. He might have more reason to leave now if he's not got another season of Champions League football. Rashford, he's rumoured with teams like Borussia Dortmund. Is he gonna wanna stay at Villa if the biggest kind of attraction is Europa League football? If Villa are in Europa League this season, well, last season now, when he does make that loan move, does he pick another club because of the Champions League issue? Were Dortmund still in the Champions League by then? I can't remember, but point being, it's an attractive thing, the Champions League, and they're on such an upwards trajectory. Emery took them from near relegation with Gerrard, and what the hell Etafak went on with Gerrard. I'm not sure what the hell happened there, but they were like 15th, 16th. Emery took them basically from relegation threat to the Champions League, which is crazy. And that may feel like stagnation now. I mean, look at Arsenal. We didn't progress again this season, and really Arsenal had an all right season. They weren't the best, but if I told you 5 years ago we'd be second and get into the semi-final of the Champions League, you'd be happy.
Yeah.
So it's the first sign of stagnation, and you just don't know what the snowball effect of that can be. Football's cruel, man. It is really cruel. Because does Asensio stay? Is he on loan? I think he's on loan. Yeah. Does Asensio stay now? Probably not. He looked like he was enjoying himself, but if he's not going to play Champions League, he's in his late 20s, early 30s, he's going to want to make the most of that. Same with Rashford. Yeah, it's just really sad. Harsh. I wouldn't say sad. Football's football, innit? But yeah, it's harsh.
Yeah, no, 100%. You don't want to see a decision like that just... snatching everything you've worked so hard to achieve this season. It's been a tough season for all those teams. Newcastle will now push on, probably have a blockbuster window. They couldn't spend as much last season because they were in the lower competitions. So I think yeah, it's gutting for Villa, and I can see why there's been so much of an outcry, but nothing's going to change, man.
Do you think they'll be all right?
Yeah, I think Villa will be okay. They got one of the best managers in the league, helping them along. But yeah, I think it's a shocking decision, man.
So bad, and it goes back to what we were saying. This isn't even VAR. This is just officials. Do we bring in foreign refs? I think we should.
Yeah, you've been saying this for a while.
I mean, Farage wouldn't be happy, but I reckon we should. Because, although you probably get Barry and Dave saying everyone's taking their jobs now, even the referees can't get a job. Well, turns out they're not fucking good at it.
Where do you send those refs then?
Yeah, turns out it's almost like the UK was built by immigrants after World War II. Anyway, but yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Do you enjoy the last day of the season?
Yeah, I watched the Chelsea Forest game. It was a bit disappointing. I thought, Forest being the home team, obviously Chelsea, a very young team, did well. Forest had enough chances to probably at least grab one goal.
Bro, I know how the howler. I've never. He's been brilliant all season.
Wait, which howler?
Howler.
I know.
Yeah.
What howler?
He had a terrible game, mate. He was so bad. He couldn't put. He I'll see him absolutely be one of the best players on the pitch. 4 games in a row, and then he would just shit the bed out of nowhere. He's a very confusing player, and also one of the funniest players as well. The guy makes me laugh. But he takes the piss out of himself. That's why I really like him.
No, he's very honest. Yeah, brings joy.
Yeah, and a fantastic player.
Yeah, Forest have got Conference League. They would have bit your hand off for that. Come the beginning of the season. So yeah, I know he didn't have a great game. don't think a lot of the players performed as well as they would have liked to. But credit to Chelsea, you know, they still got some top players there. So
Actually, I'm going to praise you for a second, mate. Well, shout out to Fatboy Slim. You made the prediction that this would happen. I said, who's going to get top four when we thought it'd be top four still? You said Chelsea, Newcastle, when Forest looked like likely to even take over Arsenal. You said they'll drop out. Fair play, geese. And there was a few comments on that. So shall we joyfully look through the top four race comments?
yeah, let's see this.
There's one comment. But Bailey did say, this guy's mad. Forest will be top three.
Top three, man. When was that, in March?
That was in March, yeah.
For 3 months, like 2.5 months left of the season. City weren't that far away. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Firstly, I was out the other day, on Saturday. I was with a bunch of people, let's say. And
Let's say.
they're of the opposite sex.
Yes.
I have a social life.
Yes.
And they were saying they would with Gary Neville. They all have a crush on Gary Neville. Have you ever heard this?
Gary Nevs.
They send each other Gary Neville thirst trap TikToks.
Is that a thing?
Mate, you should have seen my face. I was so confused. It wasn't even hear me out. It was Gary Neville would get it.
That's mental. Nah, guy. Fair play to Gary Nevs, man.
He's doing bits and you don't even realise.
Got the girls on a string.
Mate, like, it wasn't even debated.
Jesus. It was unanimous.
Unanimous. 4-5.
Damn.
Yeah, I was quite shocked. On that note, though, he got banned from the ground.
Yeah, him and what carrier.
Yeah.
Crazy, innit?
That owner.
Owner's something else, man.
He's something else.
I get you have the power to do these certain things, but like, come on, man. You're embarrassing your club.
Do you think it's embarrassing?
Yeah, what you've been doing the past couple weeks, like coming down on the pitch, arguing with the manager. It's embarrassing. Keep the ship tight. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, have a word. He's your employee. Have a word with the manager behind closed doors. Don't go on the pitch in front of the whole stadium, in front of the cameras, in front of the fans, in front of football fans around the world, and shouting at the manager in front of everyone. Like, it's embarrassing. Like,
I think we're banned from the stadium now as well. If he sees this,
oh yeah, whatever, man.
what
Could do with us there.
Yeah. What would we do?
Well, if we told them, then everyone would do it.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Hey, I just thought that was funny. Just a random other thing I just want to mention. We'll touch on one thing in a second. This is just a funny story my dad told me the other day. It's not. I'll use this as my Maddest moment.
Okay,
So let's just randomly do Maddest moment. So, when Brighton were in the Europa League a couple of years ago, they played Roma, and you know Brighton get a lot of like homophobic chants, and they're probably used to it. And well, they shouldn't be used to it, but they are used to it. So they've probably got like a few responses lined up, and you know they're ready to dish them back. So Roma came on a mad homophobic one.
Yeah.
They came on a homophobic. They hate homeless people as well, apparently. They came on a homophobic one. And, yeah, I can imagine. I'm not going to sing it. And Brighton just had the best response, I think, of all time. I'm not sure if they're at home or away, if it's the away fans or the home fans. But the Roma fans started chanting, you know, they started going for it. And then they just pulled up this like tifo / banner, and it said, Totti likes pineapple on his pizza.
I was wondering what that meant on your fucking page.
Yeah, that is, I think that's the best bit of banter of all time.
That's good.
That is elite.
It's a good thing about British people, man.
Yeah, they know. Oh, mate, the Uno reverse went crazy. that Totty likes pineapple on it. Have you?
And that's criminal, isn't it?
I do too. Yeah. Another thing I didn't mention in the last pod is also, do you see Miles Lewis Skelly in the last against Newcastle, like outjump Dan Burn?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's mental. Also, Brentford, the Star Wars intro to the game. I sent you this a bit back on Instagram. Let me find it. Don't want to show all our DMs because there's probably like some interesting ones in there as well.
Yeah, from you, mate.
No, it's all from you.
No, it's all from you.
Where is it? It's just Drewski's fire in the booth. Oh, where is it? I'm going to get this. I sent it to you. Come on. Nah, I can't find it. But Brentford played like a whole Star Wars intro before they came on the pitch. It was bonkers. Just very weird.
I feel like they've done quite a few things this season where they've kind of played around with their music and what they showed on the screen and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I can't even remember exactly what, but
I'm not sure if the game is back or totally gone. Kind of
game changing.
Games, yeah. That's a good way to put it. And then something very sweet I saw at Galatasaray when Osimhen scored. You know, like in Turkey and Italy, I think that maybe Spain. No, it's mainly like Italy and Turkey. They have like an announcer that goes,
Victor
Osimhen. Yeah. They got his daughter to do the voiceover after he scored. I was like, that melted my heart a bit. Imagine that though, like you score and your daughter starts screaming your name.
Yeah.
I'd fucking start bawling straight away. And he was bawling in a different way. And I would be bawling in like, this isn't a pause. No, we're talking about something wholesome. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I would start crying if my daughter was on the telephone. Trying not to laugh, buddy.
No,
okay. All right, what's your maddest moment?
Yeah, I've got a couple. Obviously, I don't know, I think when we were growing up, I think he was like one of the...
Oh, I know this one.
One of the academy stars, isn't it? Like J. Emmanuel Thomas.
He was the captain.
Yeah.
And he scored that really famous...
solo goal, innit?
Yeah, was it the Hocus Pocus through the legs or something? He did something crazy.
Yeah,
and then he had a fairly decent career. I think he was at like Bristol City and he done alright.
He was in lower leagues, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know where he is right now.
He was like a decent championship player for a bit. He shouldn't have just been a decent championship player, but he was. He was massive as well. Do you know who came on the playoff final as well the other day? Sorry, just a little. Chuck Sanike. I thought he was going to be massive for Arsenal. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No,
Jay
he's
Emmanuel
a baller.
Thomas.
There's a lot of players like that. Like you have so many Arsenal players. I guess when you're following your club.
Yeah.
Got Henry Lansbury.
Yeah, and then
he's in the baller league now.
Yeah, Christoph Olsen.
Yeah, Christoph Olsen.
Yeah.
Jeez, I forget.
Trey Coyle.
Yeah, shit.
All right, J. Emmanuel Thomas.
So I think, so obviously he wasn't really given football at all. He was kind of getting into extracurricular activities. And he's going to be playing football in prison.
Why is he playing football in prison?
He has basically decided to become, whilst being a semi-pro footballer, being a semi-pro drug dealer.
Why is he only a semi-pro drug dealer?
Because he came back from Thailand through Dubai with 60 grams of cannabis with intent to supply and sell. And now he's doing time behind bars. I think his court case is coming up quickly.
So what, if he'd done like 100, he'd be a professional?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Or if you just doubled it, yeah. Fair play. Sometimes you got to make a bit of money, you know what I mean?
Is it 60 kilograms or 60 grams?
Well, maybe he'll be able to afford his bail. Might made a bit of moolah in that time.
I'm sure he's probably pretty desperate if he's probably spent a lot of his money on whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty sad story, man. Once a baller, now kind of rotting away. But, you know, free jet.
Well, that was a joyful story.
Yeah, yeah. I got more.
Go on.
I was just finding it mad. Obviously, like, we know, speaking about Neville earlier, we know how bad his manager stint was at Valencia.
Oh yeah, the Valencia chairman came out and said that English bloke we had is the worst coach I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
So it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Neville actually technically has a better record than Almiron at United by like a decent amount.
No.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, it's the same amount of games as well.
Scored more goals, conceded less goals, won more games.
So Neville's 28 games, Almiron's 26. Neville only lost 11. Almiron's lost 14. Neville's got basically 1.4 goals per game, 1.2 for Almiron. Conceded less, 1.4. Almiron's got 1.6. And his win rate was 35%, and Almiron's was 23%.
Neville had a shocker.
Gary Nevs, I'm talking about him getting first traps, and now he's got a better win rate than Almiron. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
That. Wow. Sorry, I don't mean to cough. I'm so shocked.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty mad to compare like one of the most notorious worst stints as a manager, so bad that he quit and became a pundit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Another thing that was crazy is Tottenham won the trophy, Chika. To be fair, you were happier with this scenario.
Yeah.
And to be fair, mate, I know this is going to sound really bad, but I've been really enjoying the Brendan Johnson compilations. He is funny.
I've seen collages and like dumps of him and his girlfriend since. I've seen like 4 of them on Instagram. Be like, oh my god, this guy's up. And look at his girlfriend, who's obviously whatever. Like,
no, mate, there is that funny interview where they ask him, "How'd that goal feel when you scored?" And he's so bad, like he's looking over the everyone in the parade. He's going, unfucking believable, and then like the whole crowd go, yeah, and he's like, he seems like a genuinely nice guy.
no,
so
he probably
yeah.
is a nice guy.
Yeah,
like, he didn't even score the goal, but he was claiming it.
Yeah, fuck it, I would.
Yeah.
But Basuma was going mental as well. He was enjoying himself.
Fuck, I hope he wasn't enjoying himself too much. He's like, couldn't
yeah, it was funny to see like the ones that are like quite shy. It's like Archie Gray didn't know what the hell was going on, and then like Sarr didn't know what the hell was going on. You could just tell who there's a video of Porro just randomly falling over.
Romero.
Romero is enjoying himself
With his toe injury.
Fair play,
It's annoying, but at the end of the day, you gotta remind yourself, it's not competition. It's not competition that Arsenal fans want to be in. Yeah, you can probably say Tottenham have had a better season than Arsenal because, you know, this feeling for their fans is indescribable. You know? So you can say the same thing about Palace, you know, winning an FA Cup at Wembley and being the best team for the last 5-6 years. You can't describe that feeling, like, you know, so like when little clubs win trophies,
you're such a wild
when like tin pot tiny little teams win a trophy, you gotta applaud it, man. Like, you know, it's not necessarily.
To be fair, I know this because it's uncontroversial, but screw it. Both my parents are Spurs fans, and they could probably hear me right now, and I was just very happy for them. It was nice to see. My dad was in Bilbao. Although he got too hammered, he was up till 7 a.m. But that feeling is good.
His wallet's still in Bilbao.
He was joking. It's quite funny. I was like, well, when I found that out, I was like, well, he's having a good time. He's having a good time in Bilbao, so that's all that matters. But yeah, look, it's good. And fair play to Ange, like taking rivalry outside and just talking about it in general, like to get all the stickies done this season and then drop a quote like that and then actually do it. fair fucking play.
Yeah, like, and for me, it was more about, this was, to me, like, the final nail in Man United's coffin. I think this is probably what needed to happen to actually have a full reset of a club that's gone away with so much in its history.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
The FA Cup win with Ten Hag.
Yeah, like, they can finally just have, like, it's just a season with no, oh shit, we just, you know, we lucked out and got FA Cup. Oh, we lucked out and got a trophy, win the Champions League. No. You're now going to have to trim your squad. You're now going to have to deal with getting lower rate players. You're now going to have to deal with, you finish 16th, you've got the second highest wage bill in the Premier League. You don't have that 100 million whatever stimmy package that you have from Champions League. You're going to have to be a bit more creative. You're going to have to use the stuff that, maybe your remaining stuff, you're firing half of them. So I think it's going to take them about 5 to 8 years to really recover from this. I don't see them, they might have to even sell Bruno at this point just to raise funds and stuff like that. Like, you know, it can get toxic. It can get real toxic real quick. You know, there's a lot of infestations in the unit that is, but you know, I just don't see them getting out of this hole for a long time. They can't even sack the manager because it would be too costly. They got players that want to leave. They got managers telling them to get out. It's mad. But yeah, I think this is kind of the nail in the coffin for Man United. Stadium's falling apart. People are leaving. People are getting sacked. Yeah, no, they've really got to rely on their scouting department. I'm hearing that they're looking at championship players now.
No.
Yeah. Well, it was a tweet from a ITK, but it's probably bullshit. You know, they're saying Cunha.
No, but it shows that's on their brain. I think you explained it very well.
Yeah, man. It's the end. United is the end.
We need to, before we head off, I want to open some shirts with you. All right, mate, to wrap up the podcast. Actually, before we even do this, Freak of the Week?
Joby Bellingham.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
My howler is Villa referee. It's got to be done. All right. Now, we our friends at Mystershirt sent us 2 more shirts. And as I always say, I really do believe this. If you're a football fan, what you got to do? Try this. You want that one? I'm buzzing. Your shirt last time. Serious.
It did the job.
Serious. Oh, and
Never got.
if they use the code 2LF, what do they get, Chika?
20% off.
10. It's late at night. Leave him alone. All right, do you want to go first?
Yes. Oh, again, I can never get bored of opening this. Never.
I've never seen you glaze something so much because it's how much you love it. It's Christmas for football fans, isn't it?
If you can call me a glazer of Mystershirt, then I'm a glaze.
You're a glazer.
I'm a glaze this boy.
You're more of a glazer.
I'm pour honey on this.
Well, it looks like you need to because you're having problems with that. Oh,
Smooth. Fresh out the packet.
What's he got then?
Oh,
He's got. Oh, fair.
cider. I'm a cider boy. I'm a cider boy now.
Let's see that. That looks cold, to be fair.
Yeah, it looks good. And it's my size.
Lovely.
BRISTOL ROVERS. You know what? Mikey's not going to be too pleased with this. But,
Oh, Mikey's going to be fuming.
but he could admit this is a 30 kit, bro.
Yeah, that's nice. I love the collar.
Man, this is nice, bro. The quality's perfect. Not one blemish. No, you did a good job, man. You did a good job.
All right, shall I go? Yeah, I'll go. All right.
Come on, you Rovers.
All right, what have we got? You ready?
Smooth.
We ready? You ready? Oh, I'm buzzing with that.
What was that, Betis?
Real Betis. Funny story, actually. Oh, I'm making too much noise in the mic.
Kappa as well.
Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
That
nice,
is
that's nice.
serious. That is
Betis.
Betis. That is sick. You don't really get like it's got the is that the border of Andalusia?
Oh shit.
Because yeah, they're in Seville, innit? Look at me with the geography. Nah, this is. I'm not even joking, and I'm not just saying this because Mr. Shirt have sent us this and stuff like that. I will show people in my messages to Mr. Shirt. I did not hint that I wanted a better shirt, but I was literally looking at better shirts recently online, and I was like, I really want this.
This is what they do.
This is what they do. They deliver.
They deliver.
And if they're a football fan, what should they do?
Buy a Mystershirt. Buy one.
Sure, you want. If you need a team tune, Mr. Shirt, there you go.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
But yeah,
all right.
Use our code 2LF to get you one of these bad boys with 10% off. Trustpilot also agree with us with 10 ratings on there. Come on, man. Crispy, fresh out the packet. There's nothing, no one like it. Mr. Shirt's doing it right.
Lovely
The
stuff.
goats.
Thank you, guys. That's fine. All right, on that note, I think that's time to sign up. I might wear this to work tomorrow. Don't wear that in Bristol, otherwise you're going to get in a scrap.
Why? Is it that bad?
No, like, you won't get in a scrap, but... No, actually, yeah, you might get in a scrap.
I'll win.
That rivalry is intense. I reckon you'll have a Rovers fan. Need you and Mikey to fight now. Oh, if he comes back on, I dare you to wear that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
That'll wind him up. I'll send him a text now. All right. Much love, guys.
Sweet.